What's up, wees? Welcome back to Melina. As always, I'm real Notorious, and joining you once again today is Shaun.
Hiya.
Today it's Reddit again. We're out of ideas.
No, shut up. We are not out of ideas. This is just a regular traditional thing we do.
We do have some like recurring things that we do, and
this is one of them.
This is one of them.
It's not running out of ideas and using this as a bank for an easy video. It's not that.
I wonder if this time, as soon as we do this and it comes out the week after, Smosh will read the exact same story, which has happened to us before.
Okay, the fact that happened is really funny, and
yeah.
I want to say we got to it first, so they copied us.
It was very funny watching it because I'm sitting there going, "This sounds so familiar." Wait a minute!
They copied us. I'm calling it out now. Our lawyers will be in contact.
Or if some dipshit will leave a comment saying that we're laughing at other people's misfortune when we're only making fun of the way the story's being told.
That did happen, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think we ever made fun of the people specifically. No. We were very intentionally making fun of the story and the communication of the story.
Yeah, like, and we try not to victimize people.
Yeah. But also,
but
if you write a story and put it on Reddit, you got to take some accountability on the fact that, like, you're putting this out there for the world to make criticism.
You're putting it on a public forum with, like, 9 out of 10 times with the intent to get, like, eyes on it and find, like, reactions on it, yeah.
So, anyway, we're going to start with the classic, Am I the Asshole? With a post from just over 3 weeks ago that reads, "Am I the asshole for getting a woman fired over VeggieTales?" A very intriguing title.
That is amazing. Just off the bat.
So this is from the AITAH one, so it doesn't have a consensus. Only the official Am I the Asshole one has a consensus, but it's a bit more strict. I think some stories end up on here instead.
Okay.
So it starts with, "My wife and I unfortunately have our son in daycare." Unfortunately?
Yeah, like, fuck them kids. How dare they get
This is
daycare.
Immediately off to a really weird start.
Yeah.
Because daycare is just sort of like a normal...
It's a pretty average thing, yeah.
Yeah, like, if you don't have necessarily a family that can...
If you don't have a nanny.
Yeah, a nanny or like a family that's got the availability to take, look after your kids while you are a working parent... Daycare is kind of normal.
It's just how it is.
Yeah. Like,
we're in the modern world, motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's unavoidable. Okay. Anyway.
No, we take the stance that it is a moral failing, and you are terrible human beings for not. I don't know. I'm out of steam already.
You're taking care of your whatever. Anyway, a few months ago, I picked him up, and when I asked him about his day, he told me about a show they watched with cartoon vegetables.
I wonder. Do these vegetables have tales to tell? I'll stop interrupting.
When I dropped them off the next day, I asked the teacher if they watched VeggieTales. She said they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked, but did they watch VeggieTales? She refused to give me a straight answer. I said I don't want them to watch VeggieTales. She said she wasn't going to be allowed to watch anything inappropriate. VeggieTales isn't inappropriate though, is it? Like, it is an actual kids show.
Yeah, it's a kids. I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's a
religious.
It is a religious kids show. Yeah, so like maybe they've got some sort of deal with that, but
yeah,
I can't think of anything really inappropriate from VeggieTales. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of, the whole interaction's very weird already.
Did they watch VeggieTales?
The fact that the teacher wouldn't answer is also kind of weird.
Yeah, like it's some like a blacklisted show that like that's been banned from the Trump administration or whatever. Are you username ladiesman217?
That day when I got home, I asked, "Did you watch VeggieTales?" Jesus, man.
Where were you on the night of nap time?
He did. I emailed the administration. They assured me no VeggieTales.
We did not allow those vegetable fucks on these premises, we assure you.
Oh, God. It is not an approved media to show the kids. It has never and will be shown. The next week I asked, "Did you watch VeggieTales?" Yep. Man is obsessed.
Those fucking vegetables.
I reached out again and I'm told my son is confused. I mean, maybe he is a kid.
Yeah, children tend to be confused about many things.
Yeah. So I wait a week, ask my boss if I can leave early, walk past the receptionist. She told me to stop, but I didn't. Into the main room, and boom, there is Veggie Tales.
The satanic vegetables.
I took a picture. It's a bold thing to do in a room full of kids.
Yeah. Bro, is bro in the files? Can we get a verified on that?
I was given a warning for barging in, fair, but the administration promised the VeggieTales thing would be solved. I don't get this man's vendetta.
I like how he's clearly gone into writing this, like, it's obvious why I wouldn't want my kid not watching VeggieTales. Everyone knows what's wrong with VeggieTales. It doesn't need to be discussed.
Oh my god. The teacher had to take all the tapes home and she would not be able to bring the tapes in ever again. Next week, did you watch VeggieTales? No, Dad.
This is a recent story.
23 days ago.
Okay, so I need to ask, and this is maybe just my way of like thinking it, but like, do schools or like daycare still have tapes?
They might still have like a TV set up with one.
Okay, it's just maybe I'm too
YouTube.
Yeah. I would expect them to just throw on a YouTube video at some point.
Yeah.
Like in these days, like I know I as a kid would have gotten like that TV with the tapes, and it would have been a time to celebrate.
Yeah.
I know we're living in different times now.
So next week, did you watch VeggieTales? No, Dad. Great. Following week, did you watch VeggieTales? Yep. This man will not let this go. Jesus. This has been like... Hold on. So this
has been multiple weeks now.
Yeah. So it's already a few months ago, right? Okay, so that's how the story starts. Then
I also like that this happened at just the mere hint at VeggieTales has caused this crusade.
So the dad picks him up one day. The next day he asks about VeggieTales. They get the sort of non-straight response. He asks the kid. The kid says they did. Then a week goes by. So we're on week 1. Then he waits another week. And then there's another week, and then there's another week.
It has been a month.
It's been a month
of the war against VeggieTales. Our supply lines have been cut.
This man's hair has
the tapes have been burned.
This man's hair has got to have turned grey at this point.
You're assuming he still has hair. He has been ripping them out every time at the mention of the vegetables.
So I email again. At this point, I start getting other people involved. The anti-VeggieTales coalition.
We must create an alliance against these goddamn food fucks.
Even some of the Christian parents were annoyed. Okay, now I just have the actual VeggieTales reaction of like confusion.
Yeah.
Like, what? What is actually going on here?
Yeah.
Like, what is with the crusade against this kid's show?
He's not explained what explicitly he has against VeggieTales.
And why are the other parents annoyed too? Like,
are we missing something? Because like, I don't think either of us have seen VeggieTales.
No.
So like, is there something we're missing?
Yeah.
Is it obvious?
One woman watches it at home with her daughter and said she didn't want it watched at daycare because if her daughter has questions she wants to be asked, she wants to be asked, not the teacher. Great, join the anti-VeggieTales coalition. What is going on?
Okay, so clearly these are parents that are terrified of their kids not deferring to their authority.
Yeah, I guess.
Because what if the teacher imbues the wrong messaging to our property?
The resolution was that the teacher got fired.
What?
Now there's backlash against me. Yeah, no fucking shit. You crusaded against the teacher. People feel bad. They feel guilty. It's all my fault. I pressured them into making it a big deal. They're just animated vegetables. Even my wife said I pulled a me.
If they're just animated vegetables, why did you put so much effort into waging war against them?
Even my wife said I pulled a me and went on the warpath. Okay, so this is
clearly
just a trait of character for him.
Yeah.
Am I an asshole, or should I have just left her animated vegetables at home? No. Am I an asshole, or should she have just left her animated vegetables at home?
So basically he's asking, am I right or am I right?
The top comment Not the asshole. They said your
No.
child wasn't watching VeggieTales, but the teachers showed it numerous times after you were told it wasn't being shown. If they would lie about it, what else are they lying about? That's, okay.
That's a take.
Oh, the fact that the teacher repeatedly lied to you about what they were showing your kid is reason enough to get fired. Don't lie to the parents. I mean, I do sort of agree that, like, the teacher maybe shouldn't be lying about something so innocuous.
Like, I understand that point of view, but, like, it's hard for me to, like, really focus on that when this man has such a violent reaction to VeggieTales of all things.
Because it's one thing for him to have this reaction if they said, yeah, we were showing your kids VeggieTales, a kid's show, and then he goes on this warpath. That teacher doesn't get fired, and then he's the full bad guy.
Yeah.
There is no way of spinning it. But because I think it's more the lying.
Okay.
That's probably got her fired.
Yeah,
the fact that she's lied
which is a fair reason to get
Yeah.
fired.
And also because she's clearly showing something that school or daycare has not approved to be shown to the kids. Why it wouldn't be approved, I don't know.
Yeah, like, that's the thing we're getting stuck on. Like, why VeggieTales of all things? Like, what happens in VeggieTales that we just don't know?
Yeah.
I know they mentioned slavery at one point, but, like...
One of their comments says, aside from arguing about VeggieTales, she was lying to parents about stuff involving their kids. Unacceptable. So yeah, I do think it's more about the lying.
Okay.
However, this guy is obsessed with the VeggieTales aspect of it.
Yeah, is there anyone else not going to just ask about the fact that why he hates VeggieTales so much? Because I'm genuinely curious.
Okay, hold on. Not the asshole. I grew up Christian and with VeggieTales. I am no longer religious, but do have a soft spot for the show. They then quote something from the show, and I'm gonna, because I don't know. That being said, it's a hard no to have such small children watch religious material without parents' explicit consent. Then to follow up with the sin of
Oh.
They said they're not religious, so why word it like that? Why frame it like that?
Yeah.
Just goes to show they know they were in the wrong. I don't get it. There are too many ones focusing on the lying aspect of it and not calling him out for being so obsessed with his crusade against.
Yeah.
There are people saying that, like, it is pushing religion onto kids.
Which, that's a fair argument, but, like...
I wonder, do you think it's like we said, we haven't seen it. Do you think it's Christian in a Christian sense, or is it Christian in the sense of, like, it's just instilling morals? Like, the pure basic principles of being a human being? Because some people do confuse, like, shows that are religious for being religious in the sense of trying to instill religion.
Yeah.
Whereas some shows are religious in the sense that they just instill morality.
Yeah, like the religious stuff is just sort of a backdrop.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. I guess, yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of kids Christian shows that aren't preaching about God, they're just preaching about, like, don't fucking kill your neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I don't know, there's not enough comments pointing out that this guy is weirdly obsessed.
Yeah.
With,
Maybe I'm also colored by the fact that, like, in school we would get, like, Christian, like, themed stuff in, like, our young education, like, a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, maybe that's just normalized in my head, which I'm not saying is right, absolutely not.
Yeah. There are, you know, most of the comments do seem to be on, like, the lying is the problem of it. Not,
and the lying is a
yeah.
problem. We're not disputing that at all.
So, I guess that is the issue. It's him framing it so heavily around VeggieTales and not really explaining himself.
No, like, there's no context to it, and to us who we don't know VeggieTales, we don't know. Maybe VeggieTales is like a very hard Christian sort of, like, you should worship Jesus, and if you don't, then you're going to burn or whatever. I never got the vibe from that, from what I've the very small bit of VeggieTales I've seen, but, like,
you sound insufferable, but you're not the asshole. They shouldn't have lied, but your wife isn't wrong either.
Okay, you see, that's a take I like.
That's the kind of take I've been looking for. If you found out a parent bypassed reception to barge into a room, you'd be upset with that too. Get a grip. I second this, not the asshole. because the teacher lied, but yikes. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
our takeaway, I think.
Yeah, like, you're a little bit insane, my guy.
Why are they showing videos at all in daycare on a regular basis, let alone propaganda? That's... what are they meant to do?
Yeah, like... in my like, our equivalent to daycare would be like nursery, but like...
My thought of daycare is like not a school aspect, but
yeah,
like
it's a bit more like...
child minding
I
is
guess.
what we would call it over here,
Yeah.
I think, which is less of a structure and more of like a you sit and watch TV or play around or...
Yeah. Well, that's what I think of like nursery as well, but like...
Nursery, I remember having a bit more like of a structure to it.
I don't.
There wasn't hard lessons or anything
No,
like
no,
that,
no.
but there was certainly like a certain... Sorry. I realized I did that. I was like, don't repeat it, don't repeat it, don't repeat it.
You just did the fucking 6-7
I
thing.
did it by accident. There's more of like there is a structure to the day. I
Okay.
remember from nursery. Granted, that was... no, never mind.
Don't talk about it. Okay, then yeah, but like, for me, I wouldn't say it's that surprising.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, we might be missing something. Maybe we're just too Scottish to understand.
Yeah, maybe
The context.
maybe we're not American enough for this.
Yeah, we don't understand like what the actual context is.
Yeah.
Is VeggieTales propaganda?
I mean, I don't know. Like, unless it's...
Like, again, we've not seen it.
Yeah,
So.
unless it's like a specific sect, like
Yeah.
Mormon or something
Yeah,
like
if it's
that.
like an evangelical sort of
Yeah.
like tool, then okay, maybe I understand.
Yeah, but if it's your just generic Christian show, like I said,
Yeah.
it's probably more about morality than...
Yeah, like...
And at worst, maybe just telling stories from the Bible.
Yeah, like I feel like that's definitely an aspect as well.
Mhm. But yeah,
From
I
the
don't...
clips I've seen, but I don't know.
I don't get it. Anyway, moving on to our next story.
Tell us in the comments if VeggieTales should be burned at the stake.
This story is from 16 days ago. It comes from the same subreddit we were just reading before. And it starts... The title is, Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law a family secret and now everyone is breaking up or divorcing? That's kind of intense.
That is enticing, though.
So it starts, I, 30 female, recently told my sister-in-law a family secret everyone hid from her, and now everyone is calling me the asshole and telling me it wasn't my place. Some backstory. I am no contact with my mother and her husband, but I do still have a relationship with about half of my siblings. There's 12 of us, and I'm the only girl.
Mormons.
There's got to be.
Sorry, that whenever I hear that amount of kids in this day and age, I'm thinking Mormons.
Yeah.
Or some sort of one of the crazy Christian like sects.
Anyway, several months ago, I got an invite to my older brother's 33 male, we'll call him Adam's wedding. The invite came with myself, my husband, and our children listed. I immediately called him and asked if our mother's husband will be there, and he said, of course. I reminded Adam that I will never have my children in the same room as that man, and frankly, I never want to be either, but I'll make an exception for myself only and celebrate his happy day, but my children and husband will not attend. He said his wife, we'll call her Abby, would be so disappointed because we've never met, and because she has no family of her own, no siblings and both parents deceased. She was hoping to have the entirety of her new family together. I told Adam I'm sorry to disappoint his wife, but I'll be attending alone and I'm not bending for this.
And that's like her choice to make.
Yeah, 100%. The day of the wedding, I did as I said I would and came alone, and my husband took the kids to go visit his parents for the weekend. The ceremony was beautiful and it was amazing to see my brother so happy. During the reception, Abby pulled me aside when she found the time and started asking me a million questions, excited to meet Adam's mysterious little sister, her exact words. Then she asked a question that made my heart sink. How come I'm never around? Why would you ask someone you've just met that question?
Yeah, some people get the idea that like they need to know.
Yeah. I realised then no one ever told her about my mother's husband. I'm so worried about what this man...
Yeah, like I've already got ideas just from the way she mentioned earlier.
Yeah, especially with not bringing the kids.
Mm-hmm.
At first I told her it was a conversation she really needed to have with Adam. She said she's tried asking him and everyone else, and the response she always got was, I'm dramatic and a drama queen, and I'm throwing a years-long tantrum because I'm a brat. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
But after speaking with me, she didn't get that impression of me at all. I insisted again that she really needs to speak to Adam. Her next response made my heart sink even further. She said she'd rather hear it from me because Adam will just refuse to tell her, and because she's now 10 weeks pregnant. She really wants her child to know their entire family.
Uh-oh.
Her baby won't have aunts, uncles, and cousins from her side, so she really wanted her baby to have a relationship with everyone, and she thought maybe whatever it is, she could help fix it.
Oh, no.
Ooh. I took a deep breath and told her that the man my mother is married to hurt me and made me my entire middle school experience a nightmare, and no one protected me until I met my husband. He and his family made me realise I didn't have to put up with the crap I got from the family, so the moment I graduated high school I left and never looked back. After I said this to her, I just turned and left the reception and drove straight home. Well, during their honeymoon, Abby did some investigating and found my stepdad's arrest records, the charges, and him still listed on the registry.
Well...
Great. She then took it upon herself to message the other wives and girlfriends of my brothers to see if any of them knew, and none of them did.
Oh, Jesus. So they've just, like, collectively... But not telling these women.
Talk about burying your head in the sand.
Yeah.
Now 4 of my brothers are looking at divorces, including Adam, and 2 have already been dumped. My phone has been blowing up non-stop because, of course, this is my fault. My husband insists I did nothing wrong and that they should have been honest with their significant other. So am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law our family secret, or should I have just kept my mouth shut? It's not a secret if it's got a fucking criminal arrest record.
Like, that's the thing. Like, if you're on
a registry, it's not a secret.
Exactly. But, like, if you're part of a family and you're, like, bringing someone else into this family, you've got to trust them with stuff like...
You have a duty of care.
Exactly. That is the phrase I'm looking for and feeling at.
Yep.
Duty of care. If you love someone to, like, marry them, you need to tell them the fucked up shit.
Yep.
And if you're too fucking cowardly to tell them the fucked up shit in your family's, like, drawer, then how can you expect them to be part of that family?
Yep.
And how can you really say you love them?
Yeah, it's crazy. Top comment. Not the asshole at all. Holy hell, your family is a shit fest. He's on the registry for a reason. How can your brothers endanger their kids like that? Top response to that reply is because they don't believe it ever happened, because it didn't happen to them, it never happened. You know, she's a girl, she's a drama queen, blah blah blah. Other response, isn't it ironic that everyone knows a girl that's been raped but nobody seems to know a rapist?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good fucking quote.
Yep. It's very sad that's... Yeah.
Ugh, that's sickening.
Another comment, not the asshole, they're not divorcing because you told them the truth, they're divorcing because they didn't tell the truth.
Exactly.
And also for letting them and possibly their kids be around him. Yep, that's it. If you're not the asshole, if your stepdad is on the sex offender registry, every woman deserves to know so she can make an educated choice about being around him or having their children around him.
That is basic shit.
Yep. All these men lied to their significant others because they knew it would be a problem. The liars are the problem, not you. Exactly that. Yep.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ.
You know, sometimes you hope for drama that's so fucking stupid that when it blows up a family, it's just funny.
Yeah.
This was not that. No.
Like, when I hear, like, family secret that, like, leads to something like this, I hate to say the first thing on my mind is not sex pest stuff or like stuff like it's usually like, oh, secret biological child that like got ostracized years ago and like that's or one of the kids is not a bio kid to one of the parents, like that's usually where my mind goes.
Or like, you know, fucking cousin fuckers or something like that, you know, that somehow implodes a family,
which is a whole thing, but like it's not fucking abuse.
No,
I mean it depends, but
yeah. So
that's just fucking weird.
Well, we'll just move on from that.
Yeah, we got through that one a lot quicker than I think we expected to because
a lot of these are actually really short, so there's probably going to be more than we intended.
Yeah. Background knowledge: we picked like 3 of these like beforehand, and we're already through 2 of them.
We're on our 3rd now, and we're only like 25 minutes in.
Well.
So this one comes from r/board games. It was posted yesterday. Damn. Okay.
We're on the curve on this one. This episode will come out like weeks ahead, or no, weeks behind.
That's crazy. So this was posted yesterday and it's already on Am I the Devil? So, oh god. My girlfriend just broke up with me over a board game and I'm not even joking. We were playing Catan last night with another couple. She had Longest Road, I had an Orport she desperately needed.
Settlers of Catan, that's already evil.
Yeah. She offers me a deal, I decline because it helps her more than me. She got silent, scary silent. Oh no. After her friend left, she goes, you know what your problem is? You care more about winning a fucking board game than making me happy.
Okay.
There's gotta be more.
Yeah, like there's a lot in that statement.
Yeah. I laughed because I thought she was joking. She packed a bag and went to her sister's. Texted me this morning that she needs space to think about her relationship over Catan. Am I insane? Or is she massively overreacting? We've been together 3 years and she's ending it over a trade in Catan. I genuinely don't know if this is actually about the game or something deeper, but either way, what the fuck just happened? It's about something deeper, man.
Yeah, there's something more going on. If it was a trade deal in Settlers of Catan, then like there's something more that you're not telling us, my guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see if he's responded to any comments. Oh, he has actually responded to quite a few.
Oh no.
Don't play diplomacy with her. Okay, that's not really.
Are we just
helpful.
gonna get one comment that's like, well, okay, yeah, I abused her like a little bit, but like.
Straw, Camel's back. You might not know it, but there were other issues, and so the OP responded, yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. If there were other issues, I genuinely didn't see them coming.
Maybe you should ask.
Maybe you should ask, yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't go to Reddit to like see what the problem is. Maybe you should call your fucking girlfriend.
Someone says, your girlfriend is hurt and you're laughing and making jokes at her expense, even putting the situation on Reddit to laugh about. Maybe this does go deeper and there are some other problems in your relationship which are your fault. OP responds, yeah, that's fair. The laugh probably made it worse. I honestly thought she was joking. If there's a bigger issue, I am open to hearing it. I just don't know. I just didn't know we were at that point. Okay, so the guy doesn't sound like he's necessarily the kind of person I expected from the main post. Like, if he's genuinely unsure and is like, I'm open to hearing what I've actually done wrong, he might just be oblivious.
Yeah, like, if he's completely unsure, then either it's something that, like, it has just been like a death by 1,000 cuts and it's been a whole bunch of, like, small things.
Yeah.
Or B, he's an idiot.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's any other... there's no other, like...
context.
Yeah, there's nothing... He doesn't add anything much with his responses, so... I'm surprised this ended up on Am I the Devil? Like, yeah. I sort of get that, like... From just the story itself, he kind of seems worse. From the comments, he just seems like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And not in... You know, oblivious, but not in the malicious sense of, like, some...
Yeah, he's just stupid.
Yeah. I love that he posted to the board game subreddit and not a relationship one.
Yeah, like, why go to r/fucking board games?
Yeah. According to his comments, he legitimately had no idea it could have been about anything other than the board game. I hope girlfriend has a great week. Yeah, someone's just posted the comments, but yeah, there's nothing really added on to this that, like...
Can we call this Reddit episode Where's the Context?
Yeah. Yeah, people just seem to forget that, like, we don't live your life.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We need more information to make a more substantial answer to this shit.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we're going to go with another Am I the Devil one now then, since we're clearly not getting any more information on that one.
We expected, like... Remember when we used to do videos where we just focused on one story and that could take up the whole thing? Man, what having one less voice does to a motherfucker.
Okay, so this next one comes from Am I the Devil, originally posted on r/legal advice. The Am I the Devil title is Give My Son to a Neutral Third Party. The original title is Need Legal Options for Separating Newborn Son and Mom, and gives a county and state, and I'm going to ignore that just for, you know, it'll be linked in the description, but I don't want to read it out here.
Yeah, that's just not right.
So I guess because it's legal advice, you need to include the location. So again, it starts with the location, but I'm just going to ignore that and start from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I am the father of the child and husband of my wife. Yup, that's generally
Cool.
how that works.
I mean, could be divorce, could be a whole other thing.
Oh wait, hold on, it gets better. I am the father of the child and husband of my wife who gave birth 3 days ago to her firstborn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's generally...
Okay, that's how that works, yeah.
Please...
Ideally.
Yeah. Please forgive me if this is not the right form for this. A quick summary. And it's pretty much just, like, bullet points here. There's no, like, actual full story, so...
Okay.
Hopefully it makes sense. Wife and I have had numerous marital problems throughout pregnancy. Pregnancy has been extremely difficult for all parties, sometimes good, sometimes very bad. I guarantee it's not just the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And that both of you have went, oh, maybe if we have a kid, it'll get better.
Yeah, because, like, if you're having, like, enough problems just during the pregnancy, like, stage to, like, bring it up in, like, casual conversation like this, either, A, you've had problems before and you're just not saying it, or B, this is revealing something that you really should be looking at and not going to Reddit for.
Yeah. At its worst, wife said she didn't want to live anymore a few months ago. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's something deeper. Maybe you we should be asking more on that.
Police were called. She lied to them and said I threatened her when I did not. I have video of evidence of her admitting she lied. In the past 2 months, she has had 2 depressive episodes, including the previous point. Scheduled C-section this past Friday. Wife is physically and emotionally drained. Baby is happy and healthy. I have been at the hospital the entire time and haven't gone home once. Wife has understandably done very little to assist with the baby. I've been trying to take care of both. Until this morning, everything has been fine. She was getting a bit better physically, but still not much. Went to bed last night, all's well. This morning I woke up to her screaming at me to wake up because the doctor had come by and I'd remained asleep. Accused me of not doing anything despite everything I've done thus far, while she has done nothing. Decided I'd had enough. Straw broke the camel's back. That's the second time that's come up so far.
Poor camels.
Poor camels. Today's day of discharge. I began bringing things down to the car. Returned shortly after. She's still pissed for no discernible reason. Calls for the nurse to come in. They come in. I leave and wait outside. Nurse comes out. Long story short, I was once again thrown under the bus. She lied to the nurses. I'm worried she has PPD, postpartum depression. Based on her history and recent behaviour. Don't trust her alone with my son. Don't want her alone with my son. She doesn't want me alone with him either. That's fine. We need to sort stuff out and a few days apart. What is the proper legal avenue to have my son legally removed from her care and left in the care of a trusted third party pending a mental evaluation of her to make sure she is fit to parent? Yeah, the top comment says 3 days postpartum after a C-section is not the time to be strategizing how to legally remove a newborn from their mother unless there is immediate documented danger. However, if she is suffering postpartum depression, he has a right to be concerned.
Yeah, of course he does.
Maybe it's not the best way to go through it. It's maybe not the best avenue to go, but if they don't necessarily have a traditional support network, he may feel he doesn't have any other way to...
Yeah, it might just be like a shit situation.
Yeah.
Like, that's just completely...
The thing that we are missing here is obviously the wife's side of things.
Yes.
This could be very different from her perspective. He could be omitting or lying about things. We don't necessarily know. So I don't want to make it seem like we are immediately just siding with him.
Yeah, just because he's OP.
Yeah. But if he is telling the truth and she is potentially in a very depressive state and she has said previously that she doesn't want to be here anymore, that is, I think, a concerning enough situation for him to question the child's
safety, which is paramount.
Yeah, because if she is depressed enough that she doesn't want to be here, she might think, oh well, I'm not going to leave my son behind.
Yeah.
And that's the concerning thing. And
that's a dark place to think, but that can be a thing that happens.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So, if he feels he has legitimate concern over that being a thing, then that's something that needs to be sorted out.
Yeah. The comments are railing him for basically going the legal route when the baby's 3 days old.
Yeah.
And it's fair. It's absolutely fair, because why the fuck, when your baby is 3 days old, are you coming to Reddit and being like, oh...
Exactly, yeah. If you've got the time to, like, lay all this out in a Reddit post and, like, ask people, when the child is 3 days old, it comes off as a little bit neglectful.
Yes. Stop sitting in your car, go speak to the fucking doctor.
Exactly.
You know, like if you're genuinely that concerned.
Exactly. If it's important enough for you to be considering, like, this pretty wild, pretty extreme comparatively route, then Reddit is not the place you should be going.
No.
You should be going straight to a doctor. You should be consulting with someone in the medical field who is a professional.
Yep.
And not internet strangers being like, oh, I don't know what to do. Can someone just help me out? Like, do your fucking job as a father.
Yep.
And take this as more seriously than going to Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Is my end point.
Yeah. So,
because it comes off as neglectful, and if we're at that point, then it comes off that maybe you're omitting or lying about some of the facts at play here.
There is every chance that, considering he has decided to take upon himself to write this out, post it on Reddit, that he's leaving stuff out. He's generally, like,
if you got to think about this, like, from when he's, like, writing it, if he doesn't trust his wife to be safe with the baby, then who's taking care of? And he doesn't have anyone currently else to take care of the baby. Who is taking care of the baby when he's writing this?
Well, yeah, he's writing this after discharge. Because I was going to say, up until now, it would have been the hospital. They would have been in the maternity ward. But if this is discharge, then no one's currently. Maybe the baby's in the crib, but, like, newborns need quite a lot of attention.
Exactly.
Especially in the days.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, like,
you need an eye on them 24/7.
Yeah. Fuck. Man, people suck.
Yeah.
People suck. And
people suck, and people are sometimes just so empty-headed.
Yeah. Some people are too wrapped up in themselves to...
Yeah.
You know, that comes off as someone who is not ready for parenthood. Yes. If they're strategizing legal execution, you know. Yeah. When their newborn is days old, not even a week. That's crazy.
It comes off as just a massive level of irresponsibility.
Yeah. Damn, so he's still got time for more stories.
Jesus, this is a lightning round.
Yeah. So the next story, we're going to the original Am I the Asshole forum. So this has the flair, so we know the consensus at the end. Okay. This is from a little under a week ago, just 6 days ago. So the title is, Am I the Asshole for refusing to go to my sister-in-law's baby shower, and the rest of the family is following. There's a note that's edited to be clearer. And it starts, this started soon after my brother married Ruby. At the time, everyone seemed to really like her, and my older sister and I were part of her bridal party. Her wedding was around 5 years ago. Soon they were talking about trying to have kids, and they were struggling with infertility issues. Ruby was quite upset, but it got a lot worse when my older sister, she was 26 at the time, got pregnant. How old is OP then? Yeah. Maybe it's not important, but the fact she mentioned her older sister's age, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Ruby was snappish and mean to my older sister, and people tried to be very mindful since she was struggling. When the baby was born, Ruby didn't send anything. I got pregnant my senior year of college. It was an oops baby, and I only told my mom because I was unsure what to do. I was a heavy drinker at family events, and when I wasn't drinking, my grandpa joked I must be pregnant, and my face gave it away. That's how it came out. I didn't plan to tell my family like that. Ruby, in short, lost her shit at me. She yelled at me about how I didn't deserve a kid and called me a lot of names. Jesus. Damn, the fuck of this bitch, man. What the hell? My mom tried to make her stop, but she yelled at her also and told my mom she deserved the stillbirth she had.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Holy shit. Fuck!
Okay, she's insane.
Whoa! The whole thing was horrible. That's putting it fucking lightly.
Yeah.
When I gave birth and posted pictures online, she made a post about saying some people didn't deserve kids. She's not apologized. The issue is Ruby is pregnant and she's having her baby shower. All the women in my family and the family got an invite. I talked to my mom about it and decided not to go. My mom is also not going, and everyone seems to be following my lead on this.
No shit.
Yeah. We all RSVP'd no, and my brother called asking me to come. I told him no, and it started an argument. He said his wife has been crying about being hated by the family and wants to make up with everyone.
I mean, she went to a lot of lengths to be hated.
Yeah. I told him that isn't my problem and this is her own fault. He asks me to suck it up and come still and has texted me multiple times about it. Fuck the brother,
like,
man.
Genuinely, fuck off.
Yeah.
You do not go up to the victim of the abuse to go, actually, you should suck it up and it's your responsibility to be the better person. Like, no, go fuck yourself.
I know if I don't go, no one else will, especially since my mother hates Ruby after the argument. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. She told her that she deserved her stillbirth.
Yeah, like, that is that is detestable.
Yeah. Edit, because people ask, no, we probably won't have a relationship with the baby if nothing changes. I already don't allow my kid near her. I have a strict, if you're a dick to me, you don't have access to my kids.
Fair.
Sister has the same. Mom will probably not be a grandparent to the child either. She will not put up with someone she hates to have access to a kid. She's not that type of person. And that's fair.
Yeah, sadly it is fair. It sucks for the kid, but
yeah.
They have to prioritize their own well-being.
Yeah. So this person was voted not the asshole because no, they
no
fucking
shit.
weren't. Top comment, she told your mom she deserved a stillbirth and she said you didn't deserve your child. She can cry about family support all she wants, but you don't owe her your presence.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Yep. Even the most sincere apology cannot fix this. Ruby is a narcissist, finally showing her colours, and she will do this again. I saw it in my ex daughter-in-law. Sweet and loving 1 minute, then the devil within jumps out. What?
Okay.
Narcs think that they are entitled to everything and anyone else is against it. Oh, narcissists.
Yeah, narcissist, I was going to say.
Stay away from her. Edit, thank you, kind stranger, for the award. Oh, okay, never mind. That's insane.
That is mad.
Yeah, why would you say that to someone? That's so fucked up.
There's no excuse for that.
Your brother wants everyone to make up, but where's the apology? Where's the accountability? You don't get reconciliation without repair.
Mm-hmm.
Repair and reconciliation.
Not now. Not now. This is not the time.
That's so fucked up, man.
That is awful. That is actually awful.
Yeah. Not the asshole. What did your brother get for you and your sister when your babies were born? He doesn't get a free pass because of his gender. His wife treated both of you awfully and never apologized or made amends.
Exactly.
Yep. Not the asshole. The time for sucking up is over. If your sister-in-law wants to not be hated by the rest of the family, then she needs to start by acknowledging that she had been hateful towards them, and she needs to apologize individually.
Yeah, it started with her, so she needs to finish it if there needs to be any sort of reconciliation here.
To everyone that she had acted badly towards. She can start by apologizing to your mom for saying that she deserved the death of her baby, her own husband's sibling. Oh, yeah, okay. I had a second trying to figure that one out. And then she can apologize to you and your sister for saying that you didn't deserve children. And then she can work her way through the rest of the family, because I've no doubt she said horrible things to others too. And then she and your brother need to accept that remorse and forgiveness isn't a magic wand that fixes everything instantaneously, but a process of patiently rebuilding broken trust, and that reconciliation may not come in time to save her baby shower, because life isn't perfectly like the movies, and that is the natural consequence of her own prolonged hostility and not anyone else's fault. And I will add that she can apologize if she wants, and she can apologize to everyone individually. It does not mean that she is owed forgiveness, or that they need to accept that apology, because what she has said and done is absolutely fucking abhorrent.
That is absolutely fair. Yeah, like, you don't get to cry about like justice or like being owed like family support when you have shown absolutely none and actively disrespected other people.
Yep.
It's like such a volatile way. That's disgusting.
Yep. Because even if she does apologize, then, like someone else pointed out, there is every chance that she's just going to be like this again over something else, you know?
Like, if it was like someone in my family, like, God forbid, saying something like awful like that, I wouldn't expect, like, and if they refuse to apologize, I wouldn't want to associate with them at all. I'd be hopefully calling them out.
Yeah. And the fact that it wasn't even an apology in the moment, it was an apology way later, months later.
Yeah,
you know,
like they should. The victims shouldn't think that little of themselves.
Yeah.
To like just accept that pathetic little. I'm actually enraged.
Yeah, that's. Anyway, we'll move on to I think what's probably going to be our last story.
Okay. End of the lightning round.
Yeah. So this is again from the original Am I the Asshole subreddit. The title is Am I the Asshole for telling my sister that her bio dad isn't my dad, and if she can't accept that, maybe she isn't my sister either. I'm having trouble understanding what they mean by this.
Okay, so they said our bio dad.
Yes.
So
isn't their dad? Sorry.
Okay, or her bio dad. Like, that's what I'm asking. Did he say our bio dad or her?
So they said our bio dad isn't my dad.
Okay, so it's more just like I disown you as my father, instead of like I'm adopted.
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen something terrible?
So the story starts.
Oh no.
My bio dad has been dead since I was a baby.
Oh.
I have zero memories of him, and for a good amount of childhood I had no father figure. Sure, my mom and siblings told me stories about him, but that isn't the same as actually knowing someone. When I was 11, my mom married Jim. Fake name, obviously.
Okay.
He became my father figure while my sister only tolerated him.
Okay.
This is when my relationship with my sister and I started to fall apart. She has always been mad about me replacing dad. She would make me feel bad about thinking as him as my father figure, and that I was betraying bio dad. Our relationship got better after she went to college. The issue is I was looking through old photos with my mom, and we saw a few of my bio dad at a theme park with my siblings. Apparently before he died, he would do a little theme park trip with the kids. I asked Jim if we could go to a theme park and have some pictures. He agreed, and we went this weekend. I had a great time and posted some pictures on Instagram. My sister didn't take it well, and we got into an argument. She claims I have been betraying bio dad, and basically how dare I do something that bio dad did with them but with Jim. I pointed out that I see Jim as my dad, that I literally call him dad. It went on for a while, and she told me I was being a bad daughter for replacing him. I had enough and told her that our bio dad isn't my dad, that my dad is Jim, and if she can't accept that, then maybe she ain't my sister. She went to my other sibling, and I am basically being told to apologise. I don't want to. I am sick of her making me feel bad that I think of Jim as my dad, and I don't remember bio dad at all. It wasn't even the same theme park, the one we went to open last year. Update, I talked to my grandma, and she said she helped me come up with a list of all the times my sister made me feel bad for having a relationship with Jim. It was pretty long, and I have decided to take a step back from that relationship. I am tired for feeling bad for having a father figure. I should not have to hide that I like my dad or be screamed at because I made him a Father's Day card. Happened multiple times, and she even ripped one of them up. Jesus Christ, man. I hope my sister gets the help she needs, but I am done. She's 22 and she should not be screaming at me over this. My relationship with him doesn't affect her at all. For everyone thinking that this is spite, it really wasn't. It was me living my life, and I don't wish to walk on glass around her anymore. Yeah. I should be able to go on a dad-daughter day and post about it without being screamed at. No, 100%. This is insane because...
My view on this, she cannot be expected to have a pseudo relationship with someone that she never really knew. Yeah. Someone who's passed away. Like, it sucks that the bio dad died. Yes. Oh, obviously. 100%. But like, she does not have a responsibility to act like he was her dad for her whole life up until now. Yeah. Like, she has a father figure. That the man who has actually actively been her father and her like parental guardian for probably most of her life, from the sounds of it, or a good chunk of her life. it's not wrong for her to say that is my dad.
Yeah. I also think that this is. I wonder what the mum.
Yeah,
Like
that feels like a someone we should like get some info
Yeah.
on, because like what's her thoughts on this?
Also, what is if this is how the sister is being to the other sister, or I'm sorry, I'm making an assumption, and I don't know if they're sisters or if it's a sister, and you know they don't mention there, so that's my bad.
Okay.
The sister and the OP. If that is how the sister's being towards OP about seeing him as a father figure,
Yeah.
how does that sister then feel towards the mother having remarried in the first place?
Yeah, I can imagine it's not great.
Yeah, because that's got to be like a long-standing issue overall. But then
Yeah.
the other siblings siding with the sister is kind of weird to me.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, what is the age difference between one OP and the sister, and maybe some of the other siblings as well, if we can get anything concrete on that.
She just says that the sister's 22 and there's nothing else about any other ages.
Because
they just say
if it's a situation of like, where like it's all the other siblings are older than her. I imagine from the sounds of it, they've got memories of the dad. So I'm imagining that is the case. Then it could, and
you scream, man.
The older sister's 22. The young OP says she's the older sibling, so I can't imagine.
The sister is older.
Okay,
they don't mention their other
own
siblings, like what age they are. But
I mean, if they're on Reddit and they're making a post like this, I usually imagine they must be like late teens.
Maybe.
Could be mid-teens. If the dad passed away young.
Are you really trying to figure out how old they are?
Yeah, I am, because it helps shape the dynamic at play here, because I'm trying to figure out why the older siblings would like try and bag the older sister, and I have to think it's because like you basically got the whole group of kids who basically form like a faction of themselves compared to like the one kid who didn't really have a relationship with the bio dad.
Yeah, because even the grandma was on the OP's side. So the consensus is that everyone sucks. So let's check what the comments
I think
say.
OP is like mostly fine. Like, I think she's fair in what she did.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I'd have trouble with is maybe like, understandably she got angry.
Yeah.
And said, well, maybe I don't want any relationship at all. It sounds like it was a blow up.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she mentions this, or they mention, sorry, that it's something that so this is bad of me. I'm assuming it's two sisters, because this sounds like something that happens between two sisters.
Well, I mean, they mentioned in the story that like my sister says I'm being a bad daughter to my bio dad.
Oh, so they did. My apologies.
Yeah.
It's just confusing because they mention other siblings because they only mention one sister. I would appreciate some context as to them, their age, the sister's age, and then other siblings' age, just to get a rough idea of the dynamic, like you mentioned.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to like put together some sort of like jigsaw puzzle from like the few pieces we've got.
So the comments, the top one is everyone sucks here. Even though you don't include ages, it's clear that your siblings are older and they do remember your bio dad. She's wrong to police your relationship with Jim and say that you're replacing bio dad, but you're being insensitive to the fact that she lost her father. Telling her that he isn't your dad and she isn't your sister is illogical and clearly just meant to be hurtful. Well, if this is something that's been going on for years, then it's understandable that this is what it's going to come to, because as the first reply to this comment says, well, clearly nothing else is getting through to the sister. Also, sister has shamed and antagonized OP for years. Enough is enough. She can grieve any way she wants, but she doesn't get to dictate OP's life.
Like, I had this thought at the end of the story where, like, it feels like it's the right thing to do is to take a step back from that relationship.
Yeah.
The way it's happened, though, feels like it's just been very emotional and very, like, hurtful, just in general, because of a blow up. Again, I'm not saying it's not unreasonable to be emotional in this sort of state, but...
Okay, so I found two comments that are quite enlightening.
Okay.
The OP is 16.
Okay.
I'm sick of trying to be nice while she is being a dick. It's not my fault. I don't know the man. She is older than me, and she should not be a complete asshole. Fair enough. The second comment that I saw, which is actually I think the first comment they posted in response to this, is talking about the sister. She has a rocky relationship with my mum over this too. She does think it was a betrayal to get remarried. Fucking called it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Basically, she threw a fit when mom tried to donate some of his stuff. We literally have bins of old clothes of Bio Dad's because she freaks out anytime someone tries to donate them. So if this 16-year-old does not have any memories of the dad,
yeah,
that means that max she was 3.
Yes.
When the dad passed. That's been 13 years, and this 22-year-old woman,
yes,
is refusing to let go of clothes that no
Yeah.
one's worn in 13 years.
So if the younger sister was like 3, the older sister around that time would have been around 9. Like 6 years of a difference, roundabout.
Yeah. Yeah, so about 9, 10.
Yeah, and I'm assuming every sibling is older.
I would imagine so. I don't see any other siblings mentioned in the other comments, so
Yeah.
we just have to assume.
Yeah. So it's not fair for like them to expect that OP to have some sort of reverence for the dad they never met.
It's clear, I would say it's clear that this is this one sibling's issue, and that maybe they need therapy.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
the sister absolutely needs therapy.
I think that the not letting anything go, clothes, fucking clothes,
Yeah.
not allowed to donate them for 13 years is a level of not coping
Yeah.
that is very telling.
This sounds like someone who needs help now and should have definitely been getting help
Yes, everything
at a
that they
much
are,
younger age.
everything that they are currently doing is projecting their issue
Yeah.
onto their family. Not allowing or not being happy and feeling betrayed that your mum remarried.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, your mum is allowed to find happiness again.
Yeah.
Just because your dad died doesn't
that's a
mean,
fact.
Yeah, they are allowed to do that.
And like OP has a right to like see the person who is the only father she's actually known throughout her life to be her father and to call him dad. She is allowed to do that.
Yeah. So someone responded, info, genuinely asking what was the rationale in your mind for seeing those photos of your bio dad and siblings and decide to recreate them with Jim? Did you invite any of your other siblings on this theme park excursion with Jim? Why or why not? How old are you and your siblings? Is the sister you're talking about the oldest? Okay, so we might...
Okay.
Okay, so I don't see any other ages. Again, she just reiterates that her age and the sister's age, but not the other siblings. But I'll read the comment. It looked fun, and I never got that type of memory. That type of memory growing up. So a father-daughter day trip seemed like a fun thing to do, and it was. We didn't really have the money for theme parks when I was younger, and I've only been a few times, usually with friends. I didn't invite them. My sister wouldn't like it, and my brother's too sober. I am 16, and my sister's 22. No, I didn't do it to get back at her or rub it in. If I was going to do that, I would have invited her, make a big production about how this was my dad, and sent her the pictures directly.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
It shows that they aren't,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I don't see how this got on Everyone Sucks. Because it's clearly the sister has a problem.
Yeah, like she's the central one with like the issue here.
Yeah. Because the fact that even it is a rocky relationship with the mum because of this, yeah, I don't think that the sister was in the wrong. I think a lot of people are seeing maybe that
The whole "you're not my sister" thing might like
yeah
evoke some sort of like too harsh of an emotional like response, which maybe on an objective view, but like in the moment, I can't really say I'm gonna blame her because it sounds like that came out at a very heated time at the end of an argument.
Yeah, and you know, like someone said, it's clear nothing else is getting through.
Yeah.
So like, what is she meant to realistically say without feeling like she's going in circles?
Yes.
Which clearly they have been
for a while,
years. This has clearly been probably all of this 16-year-old's conscious life.
Yeah,
dealing with this sister.
This is her finally pulling the pin on the grenade.
Yeah.
Because there's no other option.
The fact that the mum seems to have never done anything about it. It's kind of crazy to me, though.
Yeah, like we said, like if this has been the response for years, that like OP has said has been known for years, then the sister should have been taken to like some sort of counseling or some sort of, again, medical professional just to like help her cope with this, clearly this very serious like loss that she's had, and the fact that that seems, as far as we know, has not happened is kind of fucked.
And the fact that like,
but that's not OP's fault.
No, and it's so like, I'm so baffled by this, mainly because there's no mention of the mum doing anything whatsoever, and it extends to such simple things as giving him a Father's Day card, which the sister's blowing up at OP for before, and has ripped one of them up.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is, not just the, obviously we know the relationship with the mum's rocky, because she sees it as a betrayal. Fucking get over it. What the fuck is she treating the stepdad like?
Yeah.
Like, if this is how she's treating her own sister and her own mother, how is she, like...
I can only imagine, like, from the lack of like evidence, or from the lack of like any like elaboration, I imagine it's just straight up no contact.
Yeah, at this point I would imagine so, like if she's moved out, because I think they mentioned that somewhere, that she's no longer in the house, and that was when things sort of started to ease a little bit. But like, when they were living at home, because they would have been living at home for a good, obviously this is probably a recent change. Like, was she just constantly telling this guy that he wasn't her dad? Because that surely someone should have stepped in.
Yeah, like
I get
if they were living in the same place for like those years, someone should have been doing something.
Yeah. And like, I get the stepdad not necessarily wanting to say anything because he probably feels that like it isn't his place to
like he
necessarily counteract.
As far as we know, he doesn't want to actively replace the dad that she knew.
And that's absolutely fair.
Yeah, exactly. We're not expecting him to. He doesn't have to do that,
But then I think it's on the mother to then call out and be like, well, he's not an active replacement for your dad.
Yeah.
So you can stop treating him like shit, because I imagine that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
This does not sound like a functional or like stable household.
No, it really doesn't.
I love how the brother's just so uninvolved.
Yeah, like he's such a non-entity.
Yeah.
We weren't sure if there was like multiple other siblings, or like if it was another sister.
She went to my other sibling. I've just realised it's singular.
Okay.
So there is just the brother then.
Okay.
And he's somehow... I know he's living 2 states over now, but I'd love to know what age he is.
Yeah, I imagine I imagine like... the 22-year-old sister is like a middle child.
Yeah. Oh, this does give my middle child behaviour, doesn't
it? I mean, not just from that, just from the fact that if he's living 2 states over and the older sister has just recently moved out, then it feels like he's been out for a while.
Mm-hmm. So he's probably, 26, 27?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, this is not functional. No.
Actually, it makes me wonder what the context is for him being 2 states over.
You know what? It's probably that fucking situation, to be fair. And maybe he doesn't want to have anything... Well, no, because he backed up the sister.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it's just some... That's why I was trying to, like, figure out, like, the age and the dynamics. I was like, if those two remember, like, the older dad, so they've got more of, like, a dynamic between the two of them through that, than, like, the oldest brother and the youngest sister would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of... Wow.
'Cause that can happen.
Yeah.
In like situations similar to this.
Yeah, it's just
where one set of siblings is closer than the other.
Yeah, I don't envy any of them. This situation, that's rough. It is rough.
This does suck, and like overall, the situation itself does suck. But I do not think OP. I think out of all of it, OP is the one that's most innocent, other than maybe the stepdad himself.
Yeah. No,
as far as we know,
he is just the bystander in this. Yeah, he is catching strays. The OP is certainly, to me, not the asshole. yes, what she might have said might have been out of pocket and out of line, but what do you expect when someone has been hearing
when it's been this situation and like all the build up? Yeah, that's and that's all the information I think we can really say.
Yeah, and they're 16
from what we've gleaned. Yeah,
so to expect them to conduct
themselves like a fully rational adult.
Yeah. A 22-year-old is berating them.
Yeah.
That it is incumbent upon the older sister to...
At that point, it becomes childish.
Yes, yeah. To me, it's incumbent upon the older sister to sort her own shit out, you know, and not take it out on her younger sibling.
Yeah, she's an adult. She has to deal with this without, like, inflicting pain on anyone else.
Yep. Well,
that was a meaty one to end on, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot more to discuss with that one. Jesus
Christ. That was, what, 5 stories?
I think so, yeah. So, more stories than we usually get in an episode, I think.
Yeah, this has been the lightning round.
The lightning round. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to this episode of Anime Lane. And we'll see you guys next week where we're going to be talking about Gunbuster and Alice in Borderland.
There you go.
I just somehow keep forgetting that one.
To be fair, it's very small.
It is very small. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.